Aid McKinnaid, the king's brother and the man who tried to sleep his way to the throne of Scotland, is dead. I had nothing to do with it. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Crusader Kings III in our Empire of Albion series, where I now have a very interesting opportunity ahead of me. Now, I am currently at... I have a truce with the Jarl here. However, recall that towards the end of the last episode, I actually had a visit from someone who said, hey, I have a claim on this particular kingdom, on this particular duchy. Would you press it for me? And I said, all right, not right now, but hang out here with me for a while. And that's exactly what he's doing. We're currently in debt, so we can't declare war for that reason. And we also do have a truce that we'll have to wait on, unfortunately. But once that's done, hang on, let's take a look at this. I'm actually not sure what truce it's talking about, to be completely honest. Hang on, maybe if we look at our situation. Yeah, there it is. So this is going to end in 23 months. Okay, well, probably by the end of this episode, we will be able to declare. And honestly, he doesn't have that many allies. He's allied to King Bjorn of Sweden, which that's not nothing, but I have more allies than that. So the likelihood that I'm going to be able to secure that territory before long is quite high, which is good, because the more of Ireland I control, the more I kind of approach the possibility of being able to declare myself Emperor of Albion. Or sorry, Britannia, but we're going to call it Albion for the purposes of this series. So, one thing that I want to kind of take a look at, we do have 8 months left on this claim fabrication in Meath. And once that's done, hang on, where are you fabricating exactly? Yeah. The Earldom of Ilex. So that's underway. We're in debt. Let's go ahead and let that problem solve itself. It'll just take a couple of months. Expectations. You were always there for me, and I hope you know that I'm grateful. My ward Madryn, future wife, approaches me in a rare display of honesty. So we can gain a weak hook on her, or we can say that is what it means to be a guardian, and that we will become friends. Which, honestly, I'm going to take it, because, like, after what happened with his first wife, it makes sense that he, in a thoroughly dysfunctional and awkward way, is going to make sure that his future wife is close to him. Nephew's been ransomed. Okay, so Donald ransomed your nephew, High Chieftain Fergus, from the dungeons of King Bjorn. Okay, good. Good for you. The future king has made sure that one of our rulers is not in trouble. Okay. Education at an end. My ward Madryn has come of age, and it is time she left my care. A natural administrator from birth, it should surprise no one that Madryn has come far in her studies of the management of the realm, displaying a thorough understanding of the flow of gold and the wanderings of people. She even expresses a remarkable creativity in dealing with these matters. Until we meet again, well, we're about to. So, arrange marriage. Looks like the survey's been completed. Let's go ahead and send this proposal. It is done, my lord, states my steward Duke Rune as he bows in front of me. Remember, we had kind of a census proposal last episode. I went into debt to make it happen. Several months ago, you commissioned a survey of all your lands. Now it is completed, and details on ownership and land value are all collected in this book. As long as this description is faithful to reality, your taxation will be more efficient throughout your realm. Excellent job. So we gain for 30 years steward land survey, which gives us an additional 5% taxes. So you just saw our income go up by 0.2, and it looks like Duke Rune has accepted the marriage proposal, so she is now the queen. Let's go ahead and... All right, so she's traveling. She's not here just yet. But once she is back, we will make sure that we are as connected as we can be. We're not going to let that happen again. Let's go ahead and develop the capital. I honestly love the kind of manic approach that I'm taking, that I'm kind of applying to Constantine here, because it's like, I want to make sure, he wants to make sure, that this particular situation doesn't repeat after this first betrayal. Mental break. Too busy. By God, petitioners from the realm have been queuing up lately. This work feels endless. Yet another one steps forward, evidently a distressed merchant of some kind. I'll get to your problems in a few weeks, but you are not important enough for anything faster. The merchant gawps at me, blinking rapidly in shock. Was it something I said? So we could gain the trait profligate. If we wanted to say, maybe a new cloak would make me feel better. That would reduce monthly income by 10%. Prestige would be increased by 0.5 per month, which is not nothing. And we will lose 75 gold outright. Or we can say, I shall seek solace in my journal. So this will help us stay below stress threshold. We did reach a certain stress threshold there. And part of the reason this is happening is the king's getting older. Just facts. He's 47. He was, what, 22 when the series started? A little bit older than that. He was in his early to mid-20s when the series started. So it makes sense. You know, let's go ahead and become Daniel's guardian as well. Looks like we can create the Duchy of Man. That's interesting. Oh! What happened here? What happened here? It's no longer controlled by the same ruler. That's very interesting indeed. Okay. Well, in that case, let's see what we can do in terms of conquering down into England, because we do still have the ability to attack directly. We could attack for the Jarldom of Northumbria, which would allow us just to take all of that territory. He has 2 allies, neither of which are particularly strong. The one thing I'll say, though, is before I do any of that, I want to take a moment to build up just a little bit of a treasury. But it looks like that's going to be the next approach that I take, conquering-wise. We have to fabricate claims to conquer down here, or maybe we don't. Hang on. Yeah, that we have a truce there. Let's try here. Okay, interesting. So we have the ability to conquer directly. We don't have to fabricate everything. My son Daniel has recently been speaking to me exclusively in Goidelic, and he does so with remarkable proficiency. Daniel tells me that his educators and the clergy, such as my friend Natfrake, are to thank. Otherwise, by the way, Natfrake is our crappy archbishop that we're contemplating murdering, if we feel arbitrary enough, are to thank for his mastery of the courtly tongue. I will tutor him personally, so we could try to... He's basically trying to learn our court language with a powerful bonus. It looks like this would increase stress gain. Basically because we're arbitrary and diligent. But we can say, that's nice. Man, I'm just going to say that's nice because I don't want to push this king past his limits. I want to make sure that we are able to keep this particular reign going as long as possible, because Donald will be awesome when he takes the throne. No, there's no doubt about that. However, we want to make sure that we have that we get as much done with each king as we can, with each ruler as we can, king or queen. So let's see. Right now our laws are set up for male inheritance, but that could always change. So we've got some claims, and those are just for earldom. So we could conquer the duchy. I think it's because of the level of fame that we have that we're able to conquer the duchy, and it costs a certain amount of piety to do so. So I'm going to go ahead, let's just get this done. He doesn't have too many allies right now, and this is a golden opportunity to start pushing down into England. So let's do that. Let's declare, raise all armies. You can call allies to war. Let's call those two, and that's let's also call Wessex, because Wessex is close. Now, interestingly, it looks like we have a couple of armies forming in different places. Yep, allies are showing up. All right, so we are in debt again. Okay, so interestingly, the capitals for this territory that I'm trying to conquer are farther south. So we can't just go straight to the capital as we've done in a couple of wars already and just, like, take them. So I'm going to take the territory that I want first, as it's bordering mine. That way I can control attrition costs to a degree. Allies should already be arriving. So this is going to be an interesting fight because the capital is all the way down there. Mysteries of the Scriptures. My son Daniel and his little friend Melmiri had taken a copy of the Scriptures from the study and brought it into the playroom. They spent hours trying to understand what was written on its pages, talking about Jesus and the many mysteries of the divine. Daniel seems to have developed a deep respect for the words of the Catholic faith. So this is giving him the trait humble. We could make him cynical instead, or content. Let's go ahead and just say, well, interestingly, we could, if there was ever any question about the parentage, if he was content, that would make him much more likely to not be a problem in the future. So this does cause us to gain stress, and you lose the trait humble. But content, again, he would be much less likely to press any kind of claims. Be satisfied with what you already know, and you'll be happy. So let's go ahead and start exploring, like I was saying earlier, let's explore this kind of manic, paranoid route a little bit with Constantine after what's happened. He's getting older, he's feeling vulnerable, he's exerting control in stranger and stranger ways. I've prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain provenance. I have enough material to make the case that you are the rightful lord of the earldom of Alec. I'm actually not going to do this because it turns out maybe I don't need to fabricate claims right now. So as much as I, have been saying, let's have him do that, I'm actually going to, and I imagine there might have been some comments on yesterday's episode, which I'm recording this before that one goes live, so I might not have seen those yet. But let's just have him switch back to religious relations, which will increase my piety per month by a certain amount. Yeah, Not Frake is officially, like, is he? Yeah, he's infirm. So he is not long for this world. We hopefully will have a better archbishop soon, because he's on his way out, sadly. Let's go ahead and end, or try to end this siege as soon as possible. 6 months left with that. I'll go to speed 4. Oh. All right, we've actually lost our steward. Ah, that was our wife's father. Okay, so, you are a very, very good steward. Mormaer Creekon of Shetland. Let's go ahead and assign him. Hang on, is there anyone else that we would rather have? No. He's the clear choice. Okay, well, that will give us a pretty good tax bonus, and now we're not losing money anymore thanks to having an awesome new steward. That's fantastic. Looks like these other territories are being conquered pretty quickly. Let's unpause. Preaching unorthodox doctrine. Your archbishop's terrible learning skill caused this problem. Thomas Ailpin increases stewardship by 1. Far from home. A stranger is brought before me. She has been waiting outside the castle gates for a week, my liege. My guard informs me. The woman bows deeply. My name is Berg. I still didn't look up that pronunciation. Your Highness, I have traveled far and wide and seen many things, but I am weary of the road. If you allow me to stay, I will happily share my knowledge of the world with you and be your loyal servant. Embrace God, and this will be your home. The more the merrier. We have no room for the likes of you. So let's go ahead and get a strong hook on this content antagonist, because she could be useful in some way. Oh, by the way, do I need to switch lifestyles? I might need to. Let's take a look at this. Because we got this trait. We could go for whole of body if I really wanted to make sure that I, stayed alive as long as possible. But after that, there's an argument to be made for maybe switching focus before the end of my life. Maybe not. We'll see. That's something that I'll kind of keep in mind. Oh, another thing to keep in mind. Let's take a look at... Oh, Sophia, are you okay? Sophia's ill. Dude, you better take care of her, man. I'm just saying. It's my firstborn daughter. All right. Catherine is a resentful villain. Elizabeth. All right, so we don't actually have marriages arranged for some of these kids. Let's see if we can change that. We currently have alliances with Brittany, Lothringia, Aquitaine, but that's a massive alliance, by the way. Wessex, and then we have Donald of the Isles, so that's an alliance within our borders. So with that in mind, let's go for alliance power. Oh, wow. Where is this? So it's a single county in the kingdom of East Francia, de jure East Francia. It's currently controlled by Aquitaine, but it's a single county that commands considerable respect. There's also the kingdom of West Francia, which doesn't... I don't know if I want to have an alliance with them right now, I'm not going to lie. So, oh, actually, no, it is controlled... No, it's controlled by Aquitaine. That's really interesting. I wonder why this particular character has so much military strength. Because that's so impressive. So this marriage would actually be... It would be a few years off. She's 5 years older. Which is not... I mean, for that kind of alliance strength, that's not a problem. She is vengeful. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Send proposal. Yeah, Benedict died, unfortunately. Alright, so Daniel is 9. Let's see what we can do alliance power-wise here. So Barcelona has a young lady that will come of age a few years before he does. And Barcelona would be a reasonably close ally. Not super close, but close. Elisenda. Okay, let's go ahead and set that one up. And that is currently all of the kits. Might be changing soon, which reminds me... Oh, wow. Why is the chance so low? Lazy dislikes diligent. Oh, she's lazy. And that's my fault. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. I did that. I made her lazy. And now the romance chance is lower. Okay. We're still going to try. We're going to try. We'll try. The time has come to let my feelings towards Queen Madrune be known. I want her to remember this day for the rest of her life. Secretly plan a letter in her chambers, write a love poem, or impress her by winning a sparring match. Let's write a love poem. That's what Constantine would do. The candle is burning low when I finally finish my poem. Before I send it, I give it one last read. Your ladylike manners are the life-giving sun of my world. I wish only to have you close, that I may know the warmth of your embrace. I will never let you go, ever. Constantine, you're getting real weird, buddy. The waiting is unbearable. The thought of your rejection makes me sick to my stomach. When her reply arrives, I tear the seal with shaking hands. While I can encourage you, my liege, I am most grateful for your kind words. Yours faithfully, Madrid. She won't resist my charms for long. All right. Let's continue to run this siege down. Okay, it looks like the marriages are being accepted. Both of them. Excellent. So we have some new allies as a result. I'm not going to call them to war. We don't have to. And we also have the ability to create an accolade. We're not employing a wet nurse right now, but we also don't need to, actually. Okay, there's that. Now what else can we do? That one is already well under siege, so why don't we move down to this particular barony and take control of it. Boyish charm. Try as I may, the affections of my wife, Queen Madrune, still elude me, but I can feel I'm onto something great. With my tutelage over my son Daniel, I may be able to succeed, oh no, in my courtship yet. A little nudge and perhaps Daniel would sing my virtues and prove that I have a way with children that any woman would find irresistible. Oh, this gets weirder and weirder. Okay, let's do it, or I won't resort to this. If Daniel speaks well of me, which he probably will, then the scheme will gain flattery. That'll improve the success chance by 15%. Let's do it. I send Daniel over to the target of my affections, and in no time at all, Madrune is looking over at me with a smile on her face as she speaks with my young ward. What a wonderful child. Oh no. Okay. I'm loving this. CK3 is entirely too entertaining. Catherine comes of age. I am proud to see my daughter... Let's keep things paused. See my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. What's this? Yeah, betrothed can marry. Always the clever child, Catherine proved time and time again over the course of her studies that she has a natural affinity for careful planning and more than a little misdirection. She now knows a lot of ways to get what she wants. Most importantly, she is highly aware of the political implications of those wants. So let's go ahead and say, yeah, they grow up fast. All right, so that marriage has happened. She's now the Queen of Aquitaine, by the way. Kind of a big deal. And I mean, look, Louis, you're not looking so great. You're not looking so great. Man. The shenaniganry that we could potentially commit here. I actually don't think that there's a lot that we can do in this situation because it's not a matrilineal marriage, unfortunately. So... in some ways, like, let me see. Yeah, his son is King Louis III of West Francia, which is so interesting. So they must have had some kind of big disagreement to have, you know, now be ruling over separate realms. So I don't know that there's going to be much in this for my line, but we'll see. Just getting involved in that situation could potentially produce some children that would have claims on some pretty large nations down there, possibly. All right, so this siege, unfortunately, is going to take longer because we don't have artillery yet. Speaking of that, let's take a quick look at innovations. Haven't done this in a while. We're currently working on mustering grounds. Onager is already done. Culture Head is currently Petty King Alfred of Wessex, so we can't actually change what we are looking at technologically. But as we become a more powerful leader than Alfred, which I think, honestly, is right around the corner, I think the likelihood that we will be the cultural ruler will increase. Cultural leader, I mean. Oh, interesting. We have that particular army up there. They're kind of strong. We do have some raiders as well that I need to take care of. It's kind of annoying, to tell you the truth. Apparently there's been an Italian Catholic uprising in Aquitaine, which is not surprising. Yeah, it seems like... Ooh, you're having trouble. They are having trouble holding on to that territory down there. All right, well, we'll join them in a moment. But for now, what I want to try to do is we're going to defeat this army while we can. Romance. Unpleasant pleasantries. I'm attending a dance in Galwadel to spend some time with Queen Madrune. The mere thought of touching hands makes my heart jump, but when I arrive, I find her struck in a conversation with my vassal, Moimer Malsurf. The brooding man drones on and on, totally oblivious to Maldrune's discomfort. A little distraction seems appropriate. So this would improve the success chance by another 10%. And we have this ability because we have high intrigue. So that's useful. Court grandeur decreased. A friend till the end. I still see all the good times I've shared with Nutfrake. Yeah, we're not going to kill him. Now just feel bad. Now as I step into the dimly lit room and see his weak body laying on the bed, almost motionless, I know with certainty that those days won't come back, and I feel a pang of deep sadness. He hears me walking in and seems to get agitated, so I hurry by his side. It's me, your dear Constantine. I'm here. You can say, I'll stay by your side. We'll gain piety and he'll gain opinion of me. Or we can say, I can't see you like this. Forgive me. I'm going to go with the character route. This would be more stressful and it would cause a stress break, unfortunately. So, bit of a dick move, but it's what the character would do. I can't see you like this. Forgive me. All right, so it does look like they're trying to attack my capital directly, which is cute. Oh, no, they're not. And they've also suffered some attrition, so when I get there, they're going to be in trouble. Yep. Especially because my allies showed up to help out, so that's it. It looks like we actually... Yep, we've captured someone here. The ransom is not going to be accepted, but that doesn't matter because we can end the war. So let's enforce demands. We have gained control of that Jarldom. We're not at our domain limit. But let's take a look. We probably now have a vassal that doesn't like me very much, I would imagine. Yeah, this vassal is not particularly fond of me. For reasons that I suppose are understandable, maybe. Let me take a quick look at which vassals might have... Yeah, see... For whatever reason, I can't modify this contract. Why is that? I have a hook on him. He is my vassal. Let's see if I can understand this. Why would I not be able... I am his lord. It looks like he has an unpressed claim on the Kingdom of Scotland. That's cute. Why in the world would I not be able to negotiate his contract with him? I wonder if it's... Let me see. Pass high tribal... Is it due to this? So this would reduce vassal opinions more, but we need to move towards becoming feudal. So titles can be revoked and vassals can be retracted. I'm going to go ahead and fire this off, because again, it's better that a old established king do it. Now, does that give me the ability? I can revoke his title directly, but I don't necessarily want to. Interesting. Bind England, Denmark, and Norway into one de jure realm. That's one heck of an objective. That might be an interesting thing to follow in a future series. I'm not sure if I would do it in this one. I kind of think we've declared, given that this is the first CK3 series on the channel, and there's a lot to learn in terms of just setting a pace for the narrative and playing a new game on the channel in general. It's just that way. Given that, like, I think the goals that I've set are good enough for this particular series. So we do still have some raiders. Let's see where they are. There's only 2 months remaining. Are they attacking up there? No. They might not attack again. All right, let's see how this war is going down here. I mean, the defenders are probably going to win. And if I were to send my troops down, it would be... Yeah, it would be really costly because we'd have to embark, and that would cost me, what, like another 40 gold? So, okay. Let's see what else I can do here. I can't declare where my armies are raised. Yeah, I know that. Let's go ahead and disband them. Who else can we declare on? We could declare on this particular duchy now. So that would be the... Wait. What? Hold on. Something has happened that makes no sense to me. That was the war we were fighting, was it not? Hang on. Let me take a look at this objective again. No, I was fighting to... Did I potentially put someone else on the throne by mistake when I declared? Did I have the wrong claim selected? That might have been what happened. But if that's the case, then I would see a favor hook with this guy. I'm so thrown. We just fought this war. Okay, well, I'll fight it again. That's fine. It's letting us, so I'm just going to say conquer duchy. Declare. It's going to cost piety, which is annoying because it's already cost me piety once. And now we have to, yeah, our armies have to replenish because we just disbanded them. This is going to be harder. I cannot wait to go back and watch the beginning of this episode and figure out what the heck went wrong. That's so strange to me. Yeah, the third Scottish conquest of the Earldom of Northumbria. Third. It's possible that the territory changed hands while I was fighting it, but I enforced my demands. So there's just some... I missed something. I clearly missed something. Let's go ahead and call a few allies to war. And we're going to need them this time because we have to replenish our troops. What's this? Ermintrude the Adulterer is a figure of disdain at court, haunted by social ostracism and the butt of many a sordid joke. My failure to condemn and continued proximity to this unfaithful wretch is perceived as open tolerance, tarnishing my court's reputation in the eyes of the clergy and faithful. They have forced my hand, and I must now decide whether my courtier's crimes outweigh my affections for her. Surely something must be done. Our courtier is really so hard to replace. I'm noticing... I hate to point this out, but I'm noticing like a lot of typos in CK3's like various texts. All over the place. More common than I've seen in past Paradox titles. Just, it's weird. It throws me off because I normally, like, maybe I'm just being pickier. But anyway. So we could say it's not my place to judge. And we would actually get a piety penalty. We can say you must repent. Basically make her become a monk. This would stress me out. Or we can say it's time to arrest the beast. Now, this, again, would make her family not like me very much. Or we could just kick her out. Again, if we choose either of these top two options, then we'll get stressed out. Because they're against our character. Let's just kick her out. I can't host you anymore. Bye. Don't want to deal with you. Alright, so the army is replenishing. Court Grandeur is now at level 4. I might need to do some more soon to actually increase the grandeur and keep it increased. Alright, so let's go ahead and have this... Yeah, I don't think I paid close enough attention when that war resolved. Not sure what happened, but this battle should decide a lot of the war right here. Oh, come on. Got him. Alright. Allies have arrived. Romance. The request. Lady Madroon, let me prove my devotion to you in any way you deem fit. Madroon ponders the request for a while before her face lights up. You should be able to sustain yourself on nothing but your love for me for many days. My devotion will carry me through, so we'll gain slightly starved for 2 years. Wow. Not a crumb will pass these lips. But I won't shun a chunk or a piece. So we could trick her. We could be wily, and she'd lose opinion, but the scheme would not actually lose success chance. And she'd gain opinion of me. Now, she can't gain any more opinion of me than she already has. But we would get prestige for this. No one uncovers the ruse. Oh my god. We pulled it off. That's hilarious. In my image. My daughter Elizabeth has recently been speaking to me exclusively in Goidelic, and she does so with remarkable proficiency. She tells me that her educators in the clergy, such as my friend Notfrake, are to thank for her master of the courtly tongue. Let's say that's nice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start attacking again. Same territories. Deja vu. But at least the romance scheme is almost done. We'll let that play out before this episode ends. That's kind of been the main focus of this episode, I suppose. Elizabeth comes of age. They grow up fast. Nice. Alright, so we can go ahead and send this proposal. Lock in that alliance that I'm currently benefiting from. This war will hopefully be over pretty quickly, because we just defeated them twice in a row. When Queen Madroon suggested a hunt, I did not hesitate to organize one. I would do anything for a mere glimpse of my darling. I am stalking through the underbrush, my page at my heel and my hound just ahead. It seems as if it has found a trail. Then suddenly, my concentration is shattered by a woman's scream. I'm coming for you, my love. I go ahead with my attempt to romance Queen Madrun. Or we can say it's probably just a bird. All right. Nice. Actually succeeded. Within what must have been a minute, but felt like an hour, I reach a clearing. Madrun is on the ground before me, disheveled and weaponless. Opposite her, and just about to strike, stands a huge stag. My arrow strikes true, and the beast falls to the ground. For a moment, all Madrun can do is stare, but then she stumbles toward me and throws herself into my arms. I need you, my love, right here and now. So she becomes our soulmate. 10 opinion bonus. You lay with Queen Madrun, and this ends the scheme. And we also get 350 prestige for this, for pulling this off, which I dare say we deserve it, because we had to fight for this one for some reason. Oh yeah, because we made her lazy. Anyway, with that being done, let me go ahead and pause this, this playthrough here and just take a breath from just the nonsense that's occurred, because we've had this war that we've now fought twice in one episode. I'm going to go ahead and stop here, but in the next one we should wrap it up pretty quickly. Honestly, how much time is left in the siege? 3 months? Screw it, let's wait 3 months. Troubling translation. Okay, so we can gain some lifestyle experience by translating a text. I can buy you... I mean, yeah. Let's just gain the extra lifestyle experience. We got a perk for that. Let's go for it. So Iron Constitution, this will improve... Oh wait, Mental Resilience. Time between mental breaks is 3 years. Restraint. Let's go ahead and say Restraint, because that'll move us towards the ability to have notification when we're about to die, which is super useful. But yeah, let's see if we can finish up this siege. Only 3 months left. And of course that timer can shorten if there are positive siege events. Well, negative for the siege civilians. But this should end the fight. Oh, what's this? Considered a master. Adelaide wants to write a book. She wants exactly the amount of money that I currently have. Go for it. We're going to get some money, I think, for... Or no, we won't, because we just recently conquered this particular territory. All right, so it's 90%. And it seems like there's another fight going on over here, so maybe once this battle ends... Someone to impress. So King Lothair becomes our friend. Ooh, that's handy. Let's go ahead and become friends with King Lothair. Once this battle ends, we oh no, that actually didn't do anything, interestingly enough. Okay, well, with that, here's what I'll do. I was hoping that would end the war. I'll stop this episode here. In the next one, we're going to wrap this up and then hopefully actually gain control of this territory. I really cannot wait to go back and watch the beginning of this one to figure out what the heck happened. But we'll save that for in-between episodes, and we'll save the resolution of this war for the next one. And we'll just continue to move until we can declare ourselves the Emperor of Albion. Well, before too long anyway. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes drop every day but Tuesday at 11 a.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.